everybody, my name is Ryan and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today. Today is a very exciting day because we are starting Interview with the Vampire. Is it Interview with, yeah, Interview with the Vampire. I think that's like a thing, that whether like it's Interview with a Vampire or the Vampire, and I always thought it was a vampire, but alas it's not. So yeah, I figured now is the perfect time to do this because this is a show that is for AMC, I believe, but for the month of September and October, they are partnering with HBO Max, and this is available for those 2 months on HBO, and it's only 7 episodes, and it also was like really up there, I think the second runner-up or the runner-up in the poll, so it was up there for people. And I was going to get it on AMC like when the time came, but now that it's on here, I just feel like I already have HBO Max, so I might as well just jump right on it and do this while it's available to me this way. So that is super exciting. I have seen the movie with Brad Pitt and I think it's Tom Cruise, right? A couple years ago. So it's a little bit foggy. Like I do kind of remember some of the story, but I don't remember any major things at all. I think it's just this guy is like interviewing this vampire about his life, right? Like that's the extent of kind of what I remember. So don't remember a lot. I don't know if this follows like the story of the book very closely or if this takes liberties or not, so not sure about that, but I am very excited to see what this is like. A lot of people seem to really enjoy this show, so I am excited, and I think there's going to be a second season. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there is. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect. Like, I don't know if this is going to be like the same kind of vibe as the movie was, just in TV show form and newer, but yeah. Future Ryan here, just popping in at the start of the video. Now that I've watched the first episode, I do just want to throw out a trigger warning. First and foremost, for just like gore and blood and nudity. So if you're not okay with that, there is a lot of that in here. It was a lot more aggressive than I thought it was going to be. I really enjoyed the episode, but I just wanted to throw that in here. And another trigger warning for suicide. So I did just want to add that here because I had no idea going into it, and I don't want anybody else to watch the video not expecting that to be in here and seeing that. So I do just want to throw that out there. That is in here. I love the episode. It didn't affect me personally watching it, but yes, I do just want to throw that in here. Hopefully you either keep watching if you would like to, or you can click away, but thank you so much. Peace. I don't really know what to say to sign out of this little interlude here, but enjoy the video if you are going to keep watching, and if not, I'm sure that there may be other episodes of videos on my channel that you would like, so you can go and check those out as well. Enjoy. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. The link for that's down below. If you'd like to check it out, you totally should. And without any further ado, it's time for us to jump right into Season 1, Episode 1 of Interview with the Vampire. Let's go. That music is sinister as hell. Episode 1, in throes of increasing
There's stories
wonder.
out there that need to be told. There's shit out there that's just, you know, wrong.
Hello?
News used to be a bunch of guys who looked like me, huddled around a desk at a page 1 meeting deciding what the news was. This little fucker changed all of that.
Interesting. What's in the box? What's in the box?
Thanks for getting back to me. Yes.
I don't like this slow move into the box.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I gotta call you back.
Fancy script. The cassettes. Wait, I'm living for this already. 73. I want to know what the letter said.
You weren't always a vampire, were you? No. I was a 33-year-old man when I became a vampire.
Guys?
I think I want to tell the real story.
The real story? Tell it. Do it. Don't hold back.
Dear Mr. Malloy,
Oh, yes.
I hope this letter finds you safe and thriving, if such a thing were a possibility.
Oh my god, this man has a nice voice. Holy crap.
In a week's time, in a setting of my choosing, we revisit the project boyish youth prevented us from finishing. I offer, for your journalistic pleasures, my full attention and
Guys?
all affinities. Louis de Point du Lac.
Louis.
We've grown old, Daniel.
Yeah, well, mortality beats a heavy drum.
Hmm?
I wasn't sure you've remembered me. Your book makes no mention of our prior meeting.
Whole planet's having a moment, I'd say.
You have Parkinson's disease, Daniel.
Oh.
And here's another question. That's the sun out there. Where's your coffin?
You're standing in it.
Oh god.
Yeah, well, things didn't end well the last time. So forgive me if I'm a little nervous.
No! Hey, stop!
You were disrespectful. You were not worthy of my story then.
Maybe your story wasn't worth telling.
Oh.
And yet you got on a plane with an autoimmune disease in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh. So we're okay, that's interesting.
I ask all the wrong questions.
Yes.
There's contradictions in your story I never follow up on.
Yes.
It's a fever dream told to an idiot.
Yes.
I write it, you get to see it before it goes to print, I get the final edit.
That is not the agreement you signed.
And one more thing. I do my best work one-on-one.
Would you see to Mr. Malloy's room?
June 14th, 2022, I'm in...
This is so interesting that it's like present day for us.
Louis de Point du Lac.
What a fancy ass name.
How long have you been dead? The eldest son.
The favored son, and a sizable trust to oversee as a consequence. You could say I managed and operated a diversified portfolio of enterprises.
You were a pimp.
The product was desire. You couldn't look weak on Liberty Street. Damn, Doris, you're gonna lose your good leg running out like that. I was only trying to show you my love.
Fuck you.
Oh my goodness, is that what's her name from The Greatest Showman?
A minute ago, I was his love.
Wait, I don't think it is. I think I lied.
Hitting on me? God damn it, Briggs.
He stuck it in my shit box.
I did no such thing.
Yeah, but I might have even said yes if you just asked, but I don't care who he is. You put a dick in an asshole without asking, that's against Jesus.
And you get some clean water in the towel.
Oh my god, she's iconic.
And I can give 2 moons if he's your brother, Mr. Duloc. I'm gonna knock his son off
Your victory with Christ. He shall begin to judge the living.
Go on home. Tell Mama I knocked the weight up.
It's his brother?
Did I want to pull a knife on my brother?
Yeah, probably not the move.
As I alluded to before, you couldn't look weak on Liberty. You never knew who was watching.
Paul.
He's gonna make your daughter jump a broom.
I'm sitting right here.
Plenty of brooms down the street at the Mayfair Sisters Home.
He's calling me a witch, Maman.
Baldy Pondulat, we walk that back.
Your brother sounds like a pain in the ass.
Fragile, stubborn, indulged. I'd promised our father on his deathbed to look after him.
I like how this is being told.
I loved him more than anyone on earth. And our daily stroll to St. Augustine was the measure of a good day started.
I haven't seen you in confession of late, Louis. You know you can always come here.
Louis is a smooth criminal. Look at this man.
The night begins.
Miss Carol, Miss Lily working tonight?
Miss Lily's on the terrace.
It was a palace of opulence and splendor.
This is so, like, fancy, high class.
Only the impossible can do the impossible. Miss Lily.
Bonsoir.
Oh.
You speak French?
We speak all sorts of tongues in New Orleans.
It's a hard table to get. How'd you manage?
How'd you manage to get yourself through the front door?
Oh.
Louis has a small empire of his own down the street. He gets some privileges.
Something funny about that?
You're the man who made me buy a townhouse in your quarter. I owe you everything. Please join us.
Lestat.
Into the new world I am.
That explains the clothes.
19th century man at heart, yes, making his transatlantic journey by ship.
Mr. Liancourt.
A favorite. She puts a pistol to my head.
Staring me down as his hands went wandering the seams of Miss Lily's dress. My body was seized with weakness. His gaze tied a string around my lungs.
That's wild.
Immobilized.
Wow.
And the woman.
Oh my god.
The Orient room is yours, monsieur.
Please get my friend here anything he wants. Wonderful to meet you.
And admiration in equal measure.
That was wild.
And I wanted to be the man.
Is that the card?
I had come there for Lily, but I left thinking of only him.
Ooh la la. Thinking only of him. Oh god, I would hate to have this job. I think I'm scared of the dark. Just leave that one. Oh my god. I just jumped. My heart just fell. It got me.
We met already, Mr. Anderson, sir.
In front of a florist, wasn't it? We both wanted the last bouquet of lilies. Would you mind getting me some more of these money chips?
Do it.
He's gonna be playing them, isn't he? I just feel like he's gonna just whip it out and bring it back.
I said you do it for 10%. All respect, Mr. Anderson. You posing 10% for all the work?
An experience like no other. These men look down on you. I have to say, I find it appalling how men like yourself are treated in this country of yours.
Whoa.
Do you not know your value? Do you suffer these indignities for some larger purpose?
This is so cool. I'm shook.
And that's all to say, and forgive me, Monsieur de Pontelac, for my bias, but where is the business if there is no capital? It does not exist.
So you played docent to the gentleman vampire.
He had not revealed his vampire nature yet. Lestat was my cold fire. And I found myself for the very
Aww.
to anyone other than Paul, confiding my struggles to another man. I was being hunted. And I was completely unaware it was happening.
I don't know who gave you the right to call our mother your mother. She's not your mother yet and will never be your scientific mother.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul, you need to calm it down.
And what exactly is the nature of your relationship with my brother, Monsieur Leon? Are you one with Christ, Mr. Leon?
How about you shut your damn mouth?
Oh my god.
Louis?
That's all right, Louis, madame. The birds speak for him. And the failure of Christ to intercede, the beatings and starvations, I slowly forgot. All about the testaments.
Que cela satisfera, oiseau penché dans la cage de votre esprit.
Don't do that shit here. Not with my family. Understand?
Hell yeah, standing up for his family, that's good.
Why hide that from your family?
Don't everybody need to know what I do?
Dishonesty breeds dishonesty.
They sit in judgment. Paul's the only one to say it to my face, but I know my mind Grace thinking too. Nothing but broken souls around me, and the ones that ain't broke, greedy, bone tired.
I'm saying aw, but he's like grooming a pig for slaughter.
I bought you a gift.
A gift?
Ooh, a gift. Lily.
That's a nice music box you got there.
It's one of the few things I brought with me from the continent. There's nothing to be nervous about. The curtains are closed. The servants sent home.
Things are happening. I do like how they're doing, like, making us able to hear what he's saying to him without using words, like just through his mind. I like how they're doing that. That's very cool. I think there's a lot of ways that they could do that that would make it not work right. Or hard to understand. Get it? I'm here for this. Yikes. We're flying? Hell, I mean, sure. Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Of course, you know that. We met at a gay bar, didn't we, Daniel?
It was a good place to score. I did what I had to.
I had never allowed myself to feel emotionally close to anyone, much less a man. I had no room for feelings like these in my life. I vowed never to return again.
This is so good. Oh, look at them. Oh, look at that sky.
I think you should get married next.
Huh?
Do you now?
And you should marry Hazel.
Hazel? Who that?
You dance that close, you ought to be married. Cause he the devil.
You think everyone's a devil.
He's here to take souls. He told me so. He spoke to me without moving his lips.
He got tricks is all. And they're gonna talk about this one for years.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I cannot with siblings. I can't. I can't handle it.
I love you, Louis.
Oh!
I love you too, baby brother.
That's gonna send me over the edge. Just tears.
Paul. Paul!
Oh!
That was the last sunrise I ever saw. Perhaps the kindest thing the dark gift has given.
You must have said something to him to make him do that to himself.
You always had to have the last word, didn't you, Louis? You always had to take him down a peg.
Momo.
What did you say to him? Why was you leaving up there?
Watching the sun come up, Mama.
Paul's in hell because of you.
That's really sad. Oh my god. Literally, he was said, I love you.
I did not go to the wake. I did not want to face my mother's blame.
Yeah. Unfair blame.
Come to me, Louis. Come to me.
I like Miss Lily. And I need Miss Lily.
Miss Lily died, Mr. Dulac. 2 weeks ago.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned, grievously sinned. I shamed my father. I failed my brother.
No, son.
I lost my mother. I laid down with a man. I laid down with the devil.
Oh my god.
can you humiliate yourself like this?
This is so gory. And like so much more dramatic in a negative way. It's great. It's just so much.
I'm not the devil. You were wrong about that. I can't give you death.
Oh my god. Guys, oh my god, that's crazy.
The first time I laid eyes on your beautiful face, I saw that sorrow. I did not know how it got there or why. You just have to nod your beautiful head and say yes. I love you, Louis.
Yikes. Oh my god, I mean, I guess that's what he needs to.
All my conceptions, even my guilt and my wish to die, seemed utterly unimportant.
Be them without apology. For all eternity.
Okay. Oh my god.
And then a pounding, like the pounding of a drum, growing louder. And it was then that I realized the drum was my heart.
Wow.
And the other drum had been his.
Wow. That was actually like a beautiful scene.
The end. The beginning.
Wow. Oh my goodness. First of all, that was so good, but that was so much more than I ever thought it was gonna be in terms of like blood, guts, nudity, all of the above, everything. Oh my goodness, that was so much. It was wonderful. It was great, don't get me wrong, but what? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got the beginning of the story. We got his being Louis' beginning into life and how he was turned into a vampire. I was kind of curious to see like how the turning was gonna go in this, just because all vampire stories tend to like do things a little bit differently. So I do like that it was, you know, the whole I feed then you feed. It was kind of like Shadowhunters in the sense of like that's how they turn vampires, is that once the vampire bites you, then you have to feed from the vampire. So that was cool to see that it was similar in that way. I was curious to see like what it was going to be like. Like, was it just a bite but not like don't kill them, or what was it? But I like that we got to see, you know, a lot of his family, because I don't think we got to see that like in the movie version. So that was very cool. I like to see that, and I'm curious to see if we'll dive into how he handles his living family now that he's a vampire, or if he's just gonna like abandon that and go somewhere else. I don't really know. I am very excited to keep going though. That was so wild. The acting was incredible. I was feeling so many emotions, and like that one jump scare scene. The one jump scare scene, like I knew that that guy was gonna get taken out who was putting the lights out, and I was waiting for it, but I still, like, my heart still like dropped out. I was like, oh my god. I was waiting for it and it still got me. That's horrible. I do also think it's so interesting. I briefly mentioned it in the episode, but I feel like it would have been so easy for it to be confusing or hard to understand what was going on when Lestat is like talking to them like through his mind and into their mind with no words. And I think that they pulled that off super well to make it very understandable of what was going on. Just the way that like the actor is kind of talking with his eyes and how they kind of fog the background out. Like, I think that just is so cool. Like, where you can still hear the background noise of what's going on, but it's faded so that you can get the message that is being delivered. Oh, so good. I'm so interested to see where we go and what kind of adventures we're going to hear about for them. Let me know who your favorite characters are right now. Lestat is so extra, by the way. And Louis, just badass. So I'm obviously loving those two. But I am curious to see like any characters that we meet along the way that maybe I will favor. So that's exciting to look forward to. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. The link for that's down below, just in case you'd like to check that out. And I will see you guys back here with me for the next episode. Bye, guys.